dealers. Okay, so we are come up with this Maju SME Kukuh Ekonomi. So inshallah, I'm using dual language. So we are Malaysian. Hopefully you can understand English and Bahasa so well. Alright, so this is the agenda for today. Anggap sahaja SME and the economy tu is the recap for you guys, because I know that as a CEO, as a top management of the company, you know well, you know better than me what kind of contribution yang anda telah bagi kepada Malaysian economy secara umumnya. Alright, okay, next. So inshallah, I also will cover the importance of having this session, like what Aziz and also Ridwan mentioned just now on the survey. We are going to come up with a better module for Pro 2 actually. So maybe next year, insyaAllah, when the pandemic is getting orang kata berkurangan, so kita akan bertemu secara fizikal insyaAllah untuk menjalankan program-program kita dengan modul yang kita dah bangunkan khusus untuk Pro 2 hasil survey tadi. Jadi kami minta kepada semua CEOs of the company, all these vendors, dealers, ada masa 2 weeks untuk jawab this survey question for us to come up with orang kata apa, very structured and a very good module. A very good module. It's not that we are not having our module, ada, but I will explain later. Alright, so this is the services offered for those. Tadi sakit hati Cik Khalil kalau ada yang kata this is my first time I heard about AKPK, but it doesn't matter. Daripada tidak ada langsung, lebih baik ada. Alright, saya bersiaran langsung. I'm from Penang, I'm from Permatang Power. It doesn't matter. This is the good thing about virtual. You can be at anywhere. So I'm from Penang. Stay safe wherever you are. Case is getting worse. Alright, kita ada, not to worry, even though AKPK office is closed at this current moment, but of course we are still assisting the customers, clients, through online, through phone calls, through emails. So we have changed our vision and mission because mandate given by Bank Negara last year is for us to taking care these SMEs. So now our vision is to be trusted and leading authority in financial wellness, empowering a financially resilient society, and contributing to the national socio-economic goals. That is our vision. And our mission is to empower community. When we say community, is both. It's households and also the SMEs. Those days, the SMEs is not under AKPK. We did not touch these SMEs at all. But Bank Negara actually helping this SME starting from year 2003. It's nothing new actually. In fact, on AKPK side, I'm a former counselor. I'm dealing with this, what we call it, counseling. People who came to AKPK, they come with all this financial distress. It's either for individuals or even for the company. It's just that at that moment, during that time, when we established starting in April 2006, we are there already, AKPK, but unfortunately, during that time, we are not helping these SMEs. The mandate is for Bank Negara, not for AKPK. Until last year, so somewhere in September 2020, so Bank Negara is giving us all these SME for us to taking care all these SMEs problems, financial issues, in terms of accessing to finance. So here we are maintaining our services with 3 main service, which is a financial advisory, but our new one is micro enterprise help desk. So we are telling this what we call it micro enterprise, how we can assist them, and then debt management program. Of course, debt management program is only meant for an individual, for the individuals, not for household. But with our new services, we call it small debt resolution scheme, is meant for SMEs starting from September last year. So this is our new mandate, and then financial education. So this small group, normally we call it is a pocket talk because it's only 1 hour. Pocket talk, normally we are telling people, we are creating awareness, what we are doing, what kind of services we are providing, and then why you need AKPK, why you need to come to us, to address, to let us redress whatever your financial issues related to your company or you as an individual. All right, okay, next. And again, let me stress on this that we are providing a free service. Free service in terms of restructuring and rescheduling is either for DMP or SDRS, for individual or for the company. All right, so this is the economy. So that's the reason why I'm saying that is just take it as a recap for you guys, because I know, of course, you aware on this, that how much contribution that this SME to our economy, to Malaysian economy. But looking at the numbers, yes, you guys, you are the backbone of the economy. Not forgetting that women also, you know, the pre-owned, the company owned by the mereka-mereka yang wanita ini turut menyumbang kepada ekonomi Malaysia. So all this is the landscape for this Malaysian economy. So we have services, of course, services is the huge one lah, ya. 63.3%, manufacturing, agriculture, construction, mining and quarry. But then tengoklah anda di mana, di manakah anda berada dalam breakdown to GDP of the economy of Malaysia. And this one we are taking from DOSM, bancian yang dibuat 5 tahun sekali. Okay, next. Okay, so we want to talk on the challenges. At the same time, yes, ada cabaran, dan at the same pada masa yang sama juga kita akan bercakap tentang apakah orang kata assistance avenues. Okay, let me stress on this. A survey done by Bank Negara. Looking at this survey, can you see the pink color? So what we are trying to say here actually, pada tahun 2018, survey yang dijalankan itu sebenarnya accessing to finance is not an issue. Itu yang kita cuba bercakap. Itu yang we trying to tell people, actually accessing to finance bukanlah merupakan major issue. I'm not saying it's not the issues. I'm saying that it's not the major issues contributing to the business constraints for SME. Sebenarnya ada isu-isu lain, ada isu-isu lain yang menyebabkan cabaran kepada perniagaan itu. Di antara yang paling penting kat situ, competition, demand, raising cost in inputs, kemudian labor, itulah perkara-perkara yang orang kata contributing to cabaran kepada SME. Yes, mendapatkan pembiayaan dan peminjaman itu merupakan satu masalah juga, tetapi bukanlah masalah yang major. Alright, okay, next. Dan kita kumpulkan semua, semua masalah-masalah yang kita cari. So this source adalah from World Bank, World Bank Group, kemudian daripada SME Corp Malaysia, dan kita juga daripada publication, kalau tengok kat sini ResearchGate, dia dah identify the major issues and challenges faced by this SME. If you can see, the number one is ICT literacy and digitalization. So because of the technology, things are coming better and good in terms of technology. It's either you like it, you don't like it, we have to follow. We have to take it. We have to make sure that we ourselves ni, kita orang kata apa, mengikut teknologi. Di mana ada teknologi, di situlah kita kena berada. Kita kena selari dengan teknologi. If people need to be digitalized, kita pun kena digitalize. So now people are talking about Makcik Kia goreng pisang pun pakai QR code. Makcik Kia nak bayar pun pakai e-payment. We have to follow. Kalau tak, kita ketinggalan, because itulah demand dia pada hari ini. Dan after we study, we take from the orang kata summary from all the challenges, we also get to know that this lack of understanding, this is the main also, this one is the main related to documentation, financial institution punya requirements. Sebab itu kita mengambil all these issues dan cabaran, kita take it dan kita nak jadikan dia satu modul, satu content to provide to the SME, a readiness to SME before you go to submit asking for loans, before you submit to get more loans. On top of the loan, you need an additional facilities from the FI. So what are the requirements? What are the documentation? What are the preparation need to be done? Yang ini yang kita akan try to, orang kata whatever blind spot. Kita tahu, we aware that there's a lot of agencies outside there trying to, orang kata try to provide with a lot of effort. Not only SME Corp, sebenarnya banyak, tapi masih ada lagi ruang-ruang dan lopong-lopong. Maka AKPK, we are trying our best to fit yang mana yang lopong-lopong tu untuk kita fulfill SME ni. We try to help SME sebanyak mana yang mungkin. Kemudian kita juga tengok evaluation on financing. Some people, not only company, when I was a counselor before, kadang-kadang company yang datang ni to they keep on asking the question, macam contoh those days, okay, kita pernah jumpa this petrol station owner, and then restaurants, and then dia juga ada kilang kecil-kecil, kadang-kadang dia tak tahu why the bank rejected their loans. Kenapa? Tak tahu. Dia kata I'm making a profit. But then we are talking about your working your working capital. We are talking about your orang kata your carta secara keseluruhan your cash flow. You are saying that you are getting profit, but your profit, your aliran tunai itu is including a lot of things. So we try to come up with that kind of cash flow template, which insyaAllah by year end ni sebenarnya dah ada. And so at the same time, we are talking about education and training. Some employers, some company, they don't want to invest in the training and education. Whereas education and training is something important for you to enhance your skill, soft skill, hard skill. We need that. Kita perlu, because kita tak boleh berada dalam keadaan itu sahaja without any improvement. If let's say there's a new thing you need to know, then you need to send your people for training, or else dia tak sampai dekat kita. And then lack of business connection and structured network. Okay, bear in mind, yes, we are not the expertise telling you guys how to do business. No, we are trying to assist. Yeah, we also calling expertise. We are not working alone, AKPK. We are trying to call all these related agencies, pakar-pakar, to collaborate with AKPK to come up with something better. All right, okay, next. So this during the pandemic, but I last weekend on the Star paper, I read a few of things lah. So according to the Star paper, they kata not only is this pandemic, actually there's one major issue. Dia kata apa? Dia kata what we call it? Dia kata ada satu unacknowledged pandemic that comes to people life. Dia kata yang which kita need to address adalah mental illness, because these disruptions of schooling, loss of employment, elderly staying alone, ini semua melibatkan emotion. So as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, as a CEOs of the company, you are not alone facing this pandemic, but at the same time you need to stay focused. You need to maintain your good mental health, because you are, orang kata apa, you are the nahoda, you are the leader of the ship. If kalau the leader down, so what happened to anak-anak kapal? Kemanakah hala tuju you punya kapal? So you need to be strong, remain positive. Kesian dekat orang-orang yang bergantung kepada kita pekerjaan mereka, kerana kalau kita rapuh dan jatuh, maka jatuhlah yang lain-lainnya. So we are not alone actually facing this pandemic, but what we need to do, we need to find solution. Okay, so ini semua yang ada kalau ikutkan bisnes, the financial technology, customer supply chain, there's a lot of issues, challenges during this pandemic. Alright, okay, next. So at the same time, what we are offering, okay, this is from Bank Negara, okay, FEN, kalau yang tahu Financial Education Network, adalah satu orang kata kelompok jaringan panggil jaringan pendidikan kewangan, di mana AKPK merupakan member kepada jaringan itu. Kita dah ada TRA. InsyaAllah kalau you rajin membaca dan you aware on whatever happen nowadays. Dulu end of the moratorium, then banjir melanda Pahang, then some banks they are giving some financial assistance, dia bagi extended. Kemudian after banjir now coming the second, this one is tak tahulah wave yang keberapa of this pandemic. So some banks are start giving an additional of moratorium. But at the same time, repayment assistance, we call it this repayment assistance during pandemic, TRA, they are targeted. So you need to request. So bila kita kata request, you need to go to the bank and ask them for extended moratorium. Dia tak panggil moratorium dah lah, dia panggil repayment assistance. So you go and ask. If let's say bank kata no, kita dah tak boleh bagilah apalah, it doesn't matter. There's still a way, for us to help you. You need to come to AKPK. Alright. So apa yang AKPK boleh bantu? Okay, next slide. Okay, this one, at the same time, before we go for the avenues from AKPK, I want just to remind you guys on this scam. Can you just beware of this scam, because there's a lot of people outside there, calling you, or the latest one from Bank Negara, because we just had a meeting with Penang branch recently before this PKP ni. Isu dia sekarang ni terdapat banyak, sebenarnya dia bukan baru, dia dah berlaku, tetapi mungkin sekarang ni dia sangat berleluasa, di mana there's a lot of people register a company, but the company tu tujuan dia is to do all these scam things. It's either bisnes dia wujud ataupun tidak wujud, tetapi mereka ini berdaftar. Jadi for all these vendors, dealers, sama ada secara individu ataupun syarikat, if there's a people approach you, dia tahu, they know that we are in the difficult situation. Business tak ada, working capital teruk, cash flow teruk, they try to provoke you something, promise you something yang ridiculous. So we are in need. Of course, you nampak something yang good, but too good to be true, yeah. Alright, okay. So where to get help? Just go to BNM Telling Link, or for the investment alert, and then you go to this Securities Commission, because this pandemic actually is a worldwide, secara keseluruhannya ramai yang berlaku. In fact, me myself, I attended this what we call it the global dialogue session, yang diadakan to talk on these SMEs. So there's a Cambodians from Ghana, and then from Milan, they are talking about all these SME, how affect they are while facing this pandemic. Alright, okay, next. So what we aspire, AKPK, we are trying to be the authority of financial wellness. So we believe this one I'm taking from Thomas Watson yang ada bersepah kat Malaysia ni. So to be successful, you have to have your heart in your business, and your business is in your heart. So kalau mak saya katalah kan, kita kalau nak buat apa-apa pun kita kena ada hati, ada jiwa. So baru benda tu hidup. Kalau you buat business for the sake of okay lah, ada lah, tak ada lah. So yang itulah yang orang kata rezeki duk mai tu macam tu jugalah. Dah kata macam tu, ada, tak ada. So you need to, orang kata apa, to give 100%, because itu adalah mata pencarian yang pertama. Tapi mungkin juga rezeki yang you ada adalah rezeki for other people. Other people are depending on you. So insyaAllah, tak kisah, it's either you are Muslims, non-Muslims, tak kisah bangsa apa, we always believe that agama masing-masing menjanjikan sesuatu yang if you do goods akan datang. Alright, okay, next. So this is initiative undertaken, what we call it SME Financing and Advisory Ecosystem. Actually, there's a lot dalam ecosystem ni. Kita ada outreach awareness programs. Of course, during this pandemic, mungkin kita dengar kurang, but if let's say you heard on these free webinars, calling for these SMEs, because kalau you dengar radio, radio pun ada, they are talking on SMEs. In fact, the bual bicara pun they are talking on SMEs a lot. We have to be, orang kata, on top, listen to all this, because kita SME, itu adalah diri kita yang affected. So we need to know what kind of assistance yang government boleh bagi, what kind of assistance yang other agencies boleh bagi. Like apa, like AKPK, what we can provide you. Okay, a financial advisory ni is a very big term. And then my KNP, we also have this credit bureau, we also have this I'm SME from CGC a lot, but maybe tak sampai kepada kita, maybe. Alright, okay, next. So, okay, the avenues, the first one, of course, if let's say it's not related to you because you are medium and large, you are small and medium, SME, small and medium enterprise. So you are small and medium. So you go for this small debt resolution scheme because there's no maximum amount. If let's say you are having a problem in terms of paying back your loans, you know what you need to do, okay? So this objective is a secondary avenue for SMEs and their banks, your financial institution, to work out on what we call it debt rehabilitation solutions. Okay, kita akan bagi SME yang facing difficulties in terms of repaying, untuk nak bayar balik dia punya business obligations dekat bank. Kemudian tapi dia ada apa? Senario contoh, you dah pergi dekat bank. You already seek help from the bank, but bank rejected your application. Then you can come to AKPK. The second thing, It's approved, but the answer is not favorable to you. You may say that, okay lah, this is not the best actually. Then you can come to AKPK, let our analysts analyze the whole thing, let us discuss and what we call it, talk to your bank, and then we come up with some repayment. But there's also the eligibility, what we call it, the not limitation, but who is the eligible company that can come to AKPK. Of course, it's not the winding up, and then it's not in the bankrupt owners or shareholders of the SME is not a bankrupt. SME have ceased operation also may apply, subject to you have source of funds. So this is for SDRS is meant for the company, okay, meant for your company. But if let's say you yourself as an individual, you also facing a financial difficulties in terms of paying your credit cards lah, your personal loan lah, because you are using your credit card as a top up to cover your business operation. You are using personal loan also as a backup. But now, for these two, what we call it individual facilities, you can't make a payment. Then you can come for AKPK, enroll to our DNP Debt Management Program. Because now kita ada semua. Kalau sebagai individu pun kita boleh bantu. As a company also we can help you. So micro help desk is for the sole prop lah, yang micro, yang enterprise tadi. Kerana apa? Eligibility dia adalah untuk yang 300,000 and below. And also dia punya employees tu 5 orang. Jadi if not related to you number 1, maybe related to you number 2, maybe related to you yang DNP tadi. So ini adalah produk-produk yang AKPK ada, but let me stress on this because there's an upfront question asking on if I enroll to AKPK either program, sama ada DNP or SDRS, am I blacklisted by the bank? Alright, to answer this question upfront, if let's say you participating in our talk, tak ada apa-apa lah, nah. You only participating dalam talk, so nothing to do with the program yet. Tapi kalau if let's say you enroll to our program as an individual, of course there's a fact in your secrets. Your secrets to your credit reference information system. Of course, there's one in your status. Okay, there's a what we call it. There's a remarks there saying that sedang dijadual oleh AKPK. You are under the AKPK's restructuring program. Okay, for the company, if let's say you want to apply another loan, in fact, dalam kita punya program for the SDRS, if let's say you enroll and later on, you memang ada kind of grant ke, award letter ke, you want to submit for the loan, there's no orang kata apa, blacklist ke, you tak boleh apply, you still can operate macam biasa. In fact, ada seketika, ada kalanya AKPK, we also can make a recommendation to the FI to provide you loans. But to case basis, I'm not saying all. Alright, so itu adalah SDRS. Okay, next. At the same time, okay, this is the, what we call it, the chart, the chart, financial advisory. If let's say you don't want to enroll, you just want to talk to our counselor, you just want to seek advice. So this is the thing lah, what we call it financial advisory. At this current moment, we are giving tele-counselling over the phone because we try to minimize, of course, currently our office tak buka kan. So kita punya call center to answer you. Okay, and then we are doing our tele-counselling, but what you need just to register in our website. So once you register, we will call you. Alright, for financial advisory, if let's say for debt management, single lender, multiple lender, we also can assist. Single lender, maybe you ada satu hutang, satu bank, but multiple lender, you ada a few, you got 5 banks, you got 5 credit cards, you got 5 personal loan. It doesn't matter for debt management, we still can assist because for in an individual, the maximum, this one ada maximum. Ada maksimum 5. Hutang individu tidak boleh melebihi 5 juta. This is the criteria for debt management. For SDRS, there's no limit. Alright, okay. And then DNP and then SDRS. Alright, so direct to FI, of course, we are what we call it as a mediator lah. Kita ni macam orang tengah kepada bank untuk kita convince the bank that this masukkan dalam program RNR. Dulu orang tak tahu, they never heard about RNR. Dia RNR, pusat rawat, rehat dan rawat dekat Plus Highway tu, rescheduling and restructuring. Alright, okay, next. Okay, and then The next one, what we are offering to this SME is our online course. Okay, online course ni actually is the combination topics in our online course. We call it bijak wang, bijak niaga. So this one is the financial landscape of micro and macro, and also starting a business, and also we are talking about financing, the process of financing, because it's a combination content from Bank Negara. Also we are taking from this, nampak ke? Tak nampak? Nampak ke? Okay, from ABM Association of Bank Malaysia, okay, pembiayaan untuk PKS di Malaysia. So we are talking about process of financing, where to get financing, okay, the eligibilities, and other than financial institution, what are other agencies are providing the funding lah, ya. Alright, so at this current moment, if let's say Pro2 vendors, or even we are open to any Pro2 employees ke, vendors ke, dealers ke, at this current moment, this product is given for free. Yeah? Percuma. So you guys do not have to pay us anything, because kalau tak, this one kita terpaksa kira satu kepala one access fee RM5. But this one kita, because why, again we are trying to help this SME. Kalau tak banyak pun, at least once you go through one by one the module, we have 6 modules in this online. Tak banyak pun, at least daripada tak ada apa, at least you gain a little bit of knowledge. Yeah. Alright. Okay, next. Okay, so we are going to talk about future services for SMEs. At the same time, I'm going to share what are the services that we are going to give to Pro2. Okay, at the same time, if let's say the engagement is on, then the collaboration by next year, we are going to have this focus group of survey. So what we call it a social synergy, try to get as many as we could, the information, the inputs for us to develop what we call the survey. One part tadi survey yang tadi Encik Ridwan explain tadi. And also at the same time, we also working with other agencies to come up with the curriculum and modules. Alhamdulillah, insyaAllah, everything will be okay and smooth, because we are working with a recognized party to come up with kita punya better curriculum. We are talking about cash flow template, ya, kalau dia startup ke, and then kita also come up with what we call it the forecasting for the business. For example, like these vendors and also dealers. So you want to forecast, am I okay? Am I good for the next 6 months or 1 year? So you just need to key in, but you need to be frank to yourself when you are doing our curriculum, our modules. It's not an app, it's a web-based at this current moment, because we are not following, but we are taking into consideration and also taking outside punya module. As an example, we are using this Singapore and Canada. Dekat luar sana tu dah banyak dah management curriculum and modules sebenarnya, but we are taking for Malaysian version. And also this financial self-help, what we call it diagnostic toolkit, is also for us. We want to do business, okay. So apa kat mana kurang, by the moment you key in everything, you can boleh nampak. We will come up with a report. So that is the good thing of our curriculum modules and self-help toolkit. Okay. At the same time, if let's say we are having our public programs, if let's say we are engaging, when we call public program knowledge sharing, it's not AKPK alone to talk, because our expertise is more on the financial, but we are calling other people to talk on the business. We are calling other people to talk on the motivation. We are calling other people to talk on the mental health of SMEs. So we are calling this expertise to combine the whole thing, okay, to deliver to you, to maintain, to sustain in business, because we know it's not easy. So I have to admit that it's not easy. Yes, we can understand. But if let's say something wrong in your financial management, definitely you need to do something. You need to change. You need to enhance your knowledge and skill to make it better. All right. So this work in progress, but we try to come up with our module by year end. All right. So our aspiration, at the same time, we are trying to empowering SMEs again for financial resilience. So we try to come up with the good values: ethical, creative, agile, integrity, and also accountability. So all these values you need to have as an individual, also as a SMEs, because we want to have a greater livelihood. So this all the involvement, your supply chain, your technology, your people, your business strategy, your financial, your sales marketing. So kalau nampak semua what we call it, this component, yang ini yang AKPK cuba mencari. Because why? The root tu, kalau you punya root tu tak strong, so of course yang you punya pokok akan menjadi kuning, gugur, mati, layu. Sebab itu kami menggambarkan perniagaan, a business is like a tree. You are growing, anda menanam sebatang pokok daripada dia adalah sebutir benih, kemudian dia bercambah menjadi pucuk, kemudian dia akar dia semakin berkembang. Can you imagine your business is merupakan sebatang pokok, dan bila pokok itu membesar dan daun-daun dia kuat dan kukuh, dia akan memayungi, dia menjadi satu tempat perteduhan bagi orang lain. Itu yang kita cuba gambarkan sebenarnya, why the reason why we are having this sebatang pokok dengan buah-buah dia, because dia akan memberi kebaikan kepada orang lain. If you take your business memberi kebaikan, yes, you maybe think your mentality, I'm only a vendor to Pro 2. Tapi orang lain tak jadi vendor, but you are chosen one lah to be a vendor. So you need to maintain your business. How you want to maintain your business? At the same time, as an individual, we need to motivate ourselves. Kadang-kadang kita tak boleh nak motivate ourselves. You need other people to motivate you. You need other people to talk to you on your financial. Then only you realize, oh, something wrong with my budget. Something wrong with my financial account, baru you nampak dekat situ. So we need to engage other people. So AKPK, we are here, we try to fit the blind spot, nak cari kat mana, because sebatang pokok itu bukan semua kena cahaya matahari. Kalau yang tak kena cahaya matahari, mungkin dia tak boleh hidup. Alright, okay, next. So, if let's say you need further assistance, SME ni actually dia banyak, advisory and capacity building channels. Kalau you tengok kat sini, we have a lot actually, InScan, Mara, Magic, MDEC, Matrix, Tekun, Amanah Itia, Yen, MPC, SXM, TPM. There's a lot. But maybe ada yang related dekat kita, maybe ada yang tak related dekat kita. But it doesn't matter, because for me as a counselor, I remember that I received this one customer, this what we call it, let me share lah my story, because cerita ni when I was in Melaka, when I was a counselor before dekat Melaka dulu, I remember that there's one former CEO, dia came into the branch. Our branches, dekat AKPK branches ni, kita ni we lock the door, kita punya glass door tu kita kunci. If you want to masuk, you need to press the bell, then kita akan buka. The reason why, because we are dealing with financial distressed people. You may look normal, but actually you are you tekanan perasaan, tekanan pemikiran, so you are abnormal actually. Cara you bertindak tu kadang-kadang agresif. So kita terpaksa kunci, dia masuk. So this guy actually, Tuan Haji ni, dia ni bukan muda, dia ni berumur 73 tahun ketika dia mai jumpa saya. So what I'm saying that, in terms of age, there's no maximum age for those who want to engage us, for those who want to come to us. There's no maximum age. Minimum adalah kan, loan kan 18 tahun ke atas ke tahun baru boleh ambil kan. Okay, 73 tahun, the reason why dia mai, okay, the story goes like this. So, dia ni dulu merupakan seorang CEO, the very big company. But he resigned, because why? The tender, because he said, I want to do my own business, because at the same time, I can help people. I can provide jobs to people. I can provide business to people. So, dia buat satu company lah. Dia punya company ni minyak, lubricant oils. So, pada satu ketika, sebab dia ni bekas CEO, so dia ni sedikit bijak. Kalau masa counselling tu, he was born in 19 early 50s, and dia pula graduated in England. So the English tu is the British slang. I want to see counsel today. Itu dia cakap, saya tak faham mula-mula dulu. I want to see counsel today. Siapa pula nak mati hari ni kan? Nak jumpa counselor hari ni. So during the counselling session, so he shared the experience that by the moment bila dia melepaskan jawatan dia tu, can you imagine dia merupakan seorang CEO dengan gaji dia ketika itu, gaji dia sebulan berpuluh-puluh ribu. Tapi dia resign, dia buat satu company, tapi dia foresee. Kenapa dia main ke AKPK? Because dia foresee yang bisnes dia akan ada masalah ketika itu. So bila bisnes dia ada masalah, dia sell off all the property dia ada. Ya, dia sell off the cash, yang mana kena tarik, yang mana kena lelong. Kemudian dia jual rumah dia. I remember rumah dia jual. Rumah dia adalah first phase dekat Taman Tun. Can you imagine? Ya, berapa juta value of the property. Because why? He is trying to liquidate his assets to pay all the debts. Ini mentality yang tak ramai management or CEOs ada. Remember, when you are having a problem, is either your personal problems or you ada hutang business. Berapa ramai yang sanggup liquidate the assets? So this is a very basic principle of accounting, you know, because no point of having the assets, sedangkan you are owing a lot. So this guy, because dia bijak, so dia liquidate, dia don't mind. So dia balik duduk di Muar, dia surrender, dia tak nak duduk di KL, balik duduk di Muar. So dekat Muar itu, dia duduk adalah sebuah tanah yang dihadiahkan oleh anak saudara tu balik kat dia. Sebenarnya dia yang hadiahkan tanah tu dekat anak penakan dia, anak saudara dia. Because dia tak ada anak. Anak bila dapat tahu yang Pak Long dia ni in problem, anak saudara dia kata, never mind Pak Long, you can have back your property, you can have back your land, you can stay in the house. So dia balik duduk dekat Muar. Okay, dekat Muar, no jobs. The reason why he came to AKPK, because he got 2 credit cards yang dia guna dulu, actually bukan guna untuk bisnes, guna sikit-sikit saja because he's okay masa tu. Tapi sebab credit card ni lama tak bayar. Ya, credit card lama tak bayar, dia punya usage ketika itu, of course lah, credit card tu credit card lama kan, masa dia CEO dulu. Of course, dia punya limit is very high lah. Tapi the usage is only 9,800. The usage of the credit card. But bila lama tak bayar, it turns into berapa? Puluh ribu, thousands of ringgit. So he said that I can't afford to pay. So bila kita structure, looking at the age, looking at dia punya problems, dia punya difficulties, ya. So after discussion, after counselling, we take into consideration the principle alone. So I said, okay, Tuan Haji, never mind. We try to structure with 100 ringgit a month. So he quite surprised. Dia kata, are you sure 100 ringgit a month? Because I'm owing the banks a lot. I said, yes, it's 100 ringgit. Are you affordable to pay 100 ringgit? Then he said, yes, I'm okay because at this current moment, dia merupakan, actually cerita ni kalau zaman sekarang kita panggil viral. Dulu zaman-zaman dulu 2007 tak ada viral. Tak ada, the word viral tu tak ada. Ya. Tapi kalau kata hari ni jadi viral because cerita dia pernah masuk dalam paper kerana dia mengajar bahasa Inggeris di kampung secara percuma dan anak murid dia ramai menyebabkan dia terpaksa buat pecahan kelas. Habis semua all the student will talk like Mr. Bean because it's UK slang version. Alright, so that is the story. So what I'm trying to say is it doesn't matter if you're having a problem, there's a ways of dealing with it. There's a way, there's a channels actually. So worst come to worst, you just come to AKPK, you can talk to us, you can talk to our counsellor. In fact, if you want to talk to Aziz also can, you can talk to me also can, because my phone number is for public. Yes, my phone number is for public. Alright, okay, next. Okay, so I think it's the end. Okay, so at this moment, I just want you guys to make sure that please stabilize your emotion. Your mental is the very, very important at this current moment. Maybe if let's say your what we call it, the impact due to COVID ini, kalau lah impact you tidak begitu 100%, kalau lah ya. Tapi mungkin orang lain. Sebab impact COVID ni selain daripada kewangan, actually the impact is to emotion. So hari raya ramai yang tak boleh balik, ramai yang menangis, mak bapak kesorangan. I'm living in the kampung, I know, I can feel the orang kata apa, perasaan mereka itu saya boleh faham kerana rumah saya keliling-keliling ini adalah orang tua-tua. Ini adalah rumah peninggalan mak bapak saya. Okay, jadi orang di keliling-keliling ini adalah orang tua-tua yang mengharapkan anak-anak mereka pulang berhari raya tapi tak dapat. So kita yang ada ni, we are visiting them, tengok adik okay or not. In fact, my auntie also staying alone, but then alhamdulillah anak dia manage to balik to take her to KL because why? dia ada heart problem baru ni, dia masuk ward, nasib baik dapat pelepasan untuk dibawa balik sampai KL terus warded Hospital Putrajaya. So kita ni takut dalam keadaan sekarang. That's why you need to maintain, you need to be strong because other people bergantung kepada kita. So for tips mentally prepare ni, please focus immediate on the solution and do not cast blame and accept orang kata apa, that some level of failure ni nobody plan to fail. Sebenarnya nobody plan to fail. Kita bukan you beranak-beranak saya, ya Allah jadikan saya seorang yang gagal. Tidak. Ya God, please make me a fail person. No, we don't want that. Okay, we never pray for that, but we are working so hard to improve. But again, dalam keadaan hari ni is beyond our control. But we can take care by having our own SOP lah, ya. Alright, okay, this is the participant